The time has come at last. In this very video, King Lysandus will get his well-deserved vengeance upon Lord Woodbourne, who slew him. We just found out last video that Woodbourne of Wayrest is the guy responsible for putting me through this mess, so now it's time to get our revenge on him. We're gonna jump right into it. We travel over to Woodbourne Hall. I hope you know that's what the dungeon is called, because the logbook doesn't tell you. Well, actually, does the logbook tell you? No, it doesn't. It doesn't say specifically that it's called Woodbourne Hall. You just have to type Woodbourne into the Wayrest region in order to search for it. And there it is. We ended up behind the castle for some reason, and there are a couple of horses here for some random reason. So here we go. We're finally going to put an end to this half of the main quest and get on with the rest of the, the rest of the game. We're just going to go right ahead and go in. Now this first room is actually pretty nice looking. It's got this weird platform here, these pillars, a couple statues. A vampire. I have no idea what that's doing in Woodbourne Hall. You'd think all of the enemies in here would be humanoids. And there are a bunch of humanoid enemies, but you've got wraiths, you've got vampires. I've gotten orcs to appear here. That makes no sense. This is Woodbourne's domain. He's a Wayrest noble. What does he... How does he just let orcs into his domain? I don't get it. I don't get why he has this weird statue here either. Or that statue. Or that statue. But it's all, maybe he wants to look intimidating. So the gimmick of this first part here is that you are supposed to go into all of these side rooms and push a bunch of switches that activate these platforms that you see up here. And they will all form a staircase when they're put into place. Of course, we don't... Hello, sorcerer that's just sitting... Or mage, rather. Hello, mage that's sitting on top of this pillar for some reason. You are doing a very good job at guarding your lord's mansion or whatever. And there's a random treasure pile here, too. Apparently, Lord Woodbourne is not very tidy. So, after you put all of the staircases into place, you can walk up all of them and into this little nook in the wall here. Hello, vampire. Wouldn't it be a sick plot twist if Woodbourne were actually a vampire? So we have to break into the door here. Of course, as you just saw, no need to fiddle around with locks or anything, because... Open the door, please! What is with this thing? Anytime? Wow, this is one stubborn door. Thank you, jeez. How many locks did I have to bash through? Anyhow, as you just saw, no need to fiddle around with the puzzle because we just levitated up here. So, now I need to look at my map, go through this door, up and over. This is straightforward until you get to this point. I backstabbed a wraith. So we head north a little bit more, and then keep going north. Kill this guy. And we have a door here. Follow the hallway further north. I've got a map, of course. Follow the hallway further north, past the door, and go through the door at the end of the hallway. Head west and go up to another landing. Okay. Now then. This intersection is very important, because now you've got to choose whether you want to actually kill Woodbourne himself, or find something incriminating to humiliate him with. Because that is the idea behind this quest. There are actually two ways to complete it. And, yeah, I'm having too much fun here. So I'm going to show off both of them, actually. First, let me check the map. Alright, so here's what you want to do if you want to actually kill Woodbourne himself. You want to keep going north. Around, this way, I think. Let me verify on the map. No, we do not turn there. We go this way. What is with all the wraiths in here? Turn down here. And, do we go through this door? We do. And once we're in this door, we travel around in a sort of spiral. Go this way. Get rid of all the enemies. And, wow, there sure are a lot of wraiths. I know the enemies change based on your level, but, wow. Let's see, north from here. And, whoops, didn't want to take that. There we go. Travel up this way, and, see? There you go, an orc shaman. And for a brief moment, it was actually invisible. So enemies can cast invisibility spells, which I think is interesting. So yeah, no idea what an orc is doing in a Wayrest noble's mansion. So we need to turn east. Which way is east? This way is east. And behind that door over there, I think this one, is going to be Lord Woodbourne himself. And, oh my goodness, I got it. I got the bug. Do you see a problem here? It's a female knight. Lord Woodbourne is, surprise, surprise, a female knight, and he's betrothed to Elisana. Isn't that beautiful? The quest picks a random enemy sprite for him, and it turns out to be the female one. A wiser Nord would have let sleeping kings lie, especially when I have gone to such great lengths to kill them. Yes, I killed King Lysandus, and now it will be a pleasure to slay you. On guard! Finally, a true boss battle. Oh, never mind then. It is up to Gothred now. May you rot in hell. I most certainly shall. Don't you mean Oblivion? There is no hell in the Elder Scrolls universe. There's Oblivion.
King Lysandus is at last able to rest. The wraiths and ghosts of his loyal soldiers vanish as the soul passes to the underworld, leaving the city of Daggerfall to the living.
Oh good, I don't have to splice in the video clip. So that was one way to do it, and his corpse is gone too. His corpse is gone! So that was one way you can resolve this quest. Now it's time to show the other. Alright, so we're back to where we were before the path split. This time around, we're gonna go east. Past some enemies here. And, that's such a low amount of money. I think we found out how much Lord Woodbourne is actually paying his guards. That would actually be a cool detail if it were intentional, but no, it's just a random amount of gold. So if you go down this way and hopefully kill something before the end of the month. I hope I'm going the right way here, and it looks like I am. We just go through here, go all the way to the end of the hall. There is going to be... Yeah, this is the tricky part. There's an elevator here, and I have to read this. When you reach an elevator shaft, you will notice a wall blocking your way to the west. Just drop down the shaft and write the elevator to the top. Write it down again and the wall will be... What? Okay, so, let's levitate. So there's the wall blocking us. We drop down. Write the elevator. Oh, hello. The elevator comes down, actually. So I guess this is a bit of a puzzle to get to the other way to complete this quest. We will ride it all the way up. You can see that the wall is still there blocking our progress. There's going to be an enemy up here. Or not, I guess. So, click this. Ride the elevator down. The wall is open! Killed the guard. That is a lot of spells. And he had a Daedric Saber. That's awesome. I'll just take that, thank you. And we have a treasure room. You know, we might as well rob Lord Woodbourne while we're at it. And we have that. That little note is gonna... Oh, hello there. Didn't see you. I'm getting, need to be more aware of my, backside. So we'll just take all of his gold and all of his random alchemical ingredients, all of his clothes, all of his women's clothes. Maybe these are the guards' clothes. I don't know. So, what did we actually just pick up? We have picked up a note that says this. It appears to be part of Woodbourne's diary. I know that Gothard would not refuse his aid, but I must bide my time to ask. After all, Elisana is still heiress of Wayrest, and I am her betrothed, so it should be that when Edwire dies, which he is bound to do sooner rather than later, I will be king. If it weren't for that expletive queen and her brats, I would and could be patient. Never trust a dark elf, the old saying goes, for you cannot read truth in their eyes. If Baron Saya has her way, Helseth will be heir, and Elisana will be married off to some far-off kingdom. Morgaya is already promised to the heir of Firsthold, but they keep her around to spread the poison against Elisana, and especially me. Well, gee, nice way to handwave why Morgaya is still in Castle Wayrest, even though she's been betrothed. Baron Saya doesn't trust me, this I can tell. I will deal with her just as I did with Lysandis. Wow, thanks for writing down a confession to the crimes you've committed in a diary that somebody could possibly steal and take to the King of Wayrest, which is what we're going to do. That's how you complete the quest. And it has, like, more rewards for it than simply killing him. Gorwog and his orcs almost saved him. I'll deal with these subhumans once I sit upon the throne of Wayrest. Don't you just love fantasy racism? Let's see here. Perhaps the necromancers in the Underking's networks are more extensive, but I doubt it. Yada yada yada. He basically wrote down all of his plans. So yeah, in case people hadn't figured it out yet, and I don't blame you if you didn't, Woodbourne is involved with a plot to overthrow the Empire using the Totem of Tiber Septim, and he's in cahoots with King Gothred. That's how he managed to off Lysandis. So we will teleport out of here. Wow, nice sky. That is a weird sky. I've never seen it like that before. So I'm sure Woodbourne wouldn't mind if we just take this over to Wayrest and show it to the king. You can actually show this to a bunch of different people. You can give it to Gothred, King of Daggerfall, but I don't think he would be willing to do anything with it. In fact, he'd probably just burn the letter and set his guards after you. In fact, that's what he does if you show it to him. And you can show it to the Queen of Sentinel. She won't do anything about it. She'll just burn the letter. Let's levitate over this. You can show it to Minisera. You can show it to Nulfaga, oddly enough. You can also show it to Medora if you want to climb that tower one last time for old time's sake. All three of those guys will kill Woodbourne themselves, but you don't really get any true reward unless you take it to Edwire, King of Wayrest, or Baron Zaya, or Helseth. All of them will reward you with a nice sum of money if you give them the letter, which is what we're going to do. Actually, I should say they are supposed to give you the money, but in the unpatched version of this game, any reward from them actually disappears due to a bug. Oopsie. Of course, that's not a problem. I think it's fixed in the patch I've got. You can also show the letter to Gortwog or the King of Worms. They give you a money reward, but this does not complete the quest because you have not humiliated Woodbourne. Not like what I'm about to do right here. This is atrocious. After all the affection we showered on that fool Woodbourne, we nearly married that villainous swine to Elisana, nearly handed the throne of Wayrest to a cat of the First Order. It was the right thing to do to bring this to our attention. Rest assured that Lord Woodbourne will be arrested and executed for his treason, his name barred from the Books of Honor. The Imperial Scrolls of Honor, you mean? I had to throw that in. His acquaintances interrogated, his fortune confiscated. As a gift, please allow you to give you blank gold pieces as your share of his property confiscations. Yeah, we all know this part.
Loyal soldiers vanish as the soul passes to the underworld, leaving the city of Daggerfall to the living.
So we do get the money, right? Oh look, there it is. A nice 5-figure sum. Oh god. I can't carry it. Oh good, it's still there. We can just go to our wagon and deposit stuff. So yeah, in order to carry all of that gold, I had to strip naked, but hopefully nobody minds that. So I deposited in the Bank of Wayrest, we're good to go. Emergency fund for if I need money and I'm in Wayrest. Also, why are there two banks, like, next to each other? That doesn't seem convenient at all. It seems like a waste. You could put a bank on the other side of town if you wanted to be convenient, but whatever. It is also worth noting that if you have not gotten the Emperor's letter back yet, or have not delivered that Lich Soul to the King of Worms, you can both kill Woodbourne and take his diary to the King of Wayrest. And the reason you're allowed to do that is because the quest to kill Woodbourne doesn't end until all 3 of the main quest branches are completed. Speaking of which, now that we've completed all 3 branches of the main quest, we have to wait for a letter to arrive to give us the final part of the main quest. So I will see you in a moment for that. Ah, here it is. That's the letter. Got here sooner than expected. Where to? Come at once to Aldingbridge Moor in Wayrest. I will be waiting at the Bat and Dog for you. The fate of the Empire could be at stake. Hey, it's Lady Bristiana! It's about time we got to chat with her again. You'd think that our contact in the Blades would be, like, more... I don't know, what's the word? Talkative, I suppose. It is the 27th of last seed. Good. Didn't take a lot of time for us to get here. I won't say I'm completely on the clock, but another Daedra Summoning Day is coming up soon. I just need to find the right tavern now. So this would be the Bat and Dog. Oh, okay, good. Alright, where are you? Probably not in one of the rooms. She's probably in here with the guests. I think. I remember what her sprite looks like. And that's it! I'm glad you could meet me here. The Blades and your Emperor need you again. You may or may not be aware that the Totem of Tiber Septim has been found. Well, it was in the letter. For a brief time, Lord Woodbourne of Wayrest had it. Where he got it from is still a mystery and will never be explained. The Blades mounted an assault upon Woodbourne Hall to retrieve it. Although the hall fell, many of our number fell with it. Dude, I was just there! I would have gone to Woodbourne Hall myself. I could have gotten it from him. Nice going. We sacked the Woodbourne Hall, but the totem was gone. I have reason to believe that Gothred has the totem. The Blades no longer have the men to mount an assault on Castle Daggerfall. You have shown yourself to be quite adept at getting in and out of these places. Well, thank you. Would you go into Castle Daggerfall and retrieve the totem? Of course I will! It's most likely in the Daggerfall Treasury, etc. I shall send word to where you can meet me after you get the totem. Should you succeed, the Emperor has instructed me to gift you with an artifact of great power and renown. The Warlock's Ring. That's not a Daedra artifact, but I will take it. Of course, the Emperor isn't the only person you can give the totem to once you actually have it, but more on that later. We need to find a quick and easy Mages Guild. So we'll just go to the Wayrest Guild. It will take... Oh, I don't like... Well, we can just travel this way. Alright, daylight. Not a problem. We have about 8 days before the Daedra Summoning Day, so we will need to work quickly. Where is the Mages Guild? It's on the other side of the country. I'll be right back. Well, here we are. This castle has gone uninfiltrated for the entire game. Now it's time to see if we can sneak into the Treasury, steal the super weapon control device, and get out unscathed. They probably won't be too happy if we just walk right in the entrance, knowing what we're after. So, I think we should probably find another way in. Like this, for example. Whee! Super jump to the rescue! What, you didn't know that jumping on stairs caused you to super jump? Of course it doesn't matter because all of the castle entrances take you to the same, location anyways. Yeah. Even though the game remembers which entrance you used, they all go to the same place anyways. So we have to get in. And I'm surprised these guys don't try to kill us the instant we come in here. Yeah, you got anything to say? Well, you don't. How about you? How do you do, stranger? I'm doing just alright. I'm gonna steal the Totem of Tiber Septim from you, and you have nothing to say about that. Let's see, it's this door, isn't it? Yep. Aw, it's locked! And it opens in one bash, but this sets off all the enemies. Of course, we're just gonna kill them anyway, so it's like... They'll be replaced as soon as we exit the dungeon and re-enter. Ow! Ow, 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 ow! Get out of here! Alright then. Let's begin the search for the Daggerfall Treasury. Of course, there's gonna be just a ton of enemies here. And some nice equipment while we're at it. Of course, with the end of the game in sight, it's amazing I still collect all of the money from my enemies. With incidents like what happened over in Wayrest. Whee! He's not going to survive that fall. Alright. Am I in the right room? Let's see here. You must reach the top platform of the central tower. Alrighty then. Levitate. Isn't levitating awesome? This should be a prerequisite for playing this game. Get a levitate spell or bust. Of course, later games try to design the game without levitation in mind. Not that this game was designed only with a levitating player in mind, but, like, how do you get through this without levitating? Let's see here. Once you've reached the top platform, follow the causeway north and exit through the north door. Alrighty then. And once we're in here, turn around here. There's a big open room here. I don't think we push the... Do we push the switch? North past a knight. That's a warrior, not a knight, but I think that's fine. What's this? Steel. I haven't found any Daedric armor in a long time. Let's see here. There's a little passageway here with an orc shaman again. Yeah. Come on, you guys. Why are you using orcs? I feel like I should be able to just use my orcish language skill or something. But anyways, here's the treasury. Now, the totem is in one of these little cells right here. In fact, it's not that one. It is one of the lower ones, I think. Ow, who's shooting at me? They have archers, apparently. So we need to find a way to get those bars down, obviously. I'm just going to clear out the enemies first. Because there are archers everywhere. Apparently Gothard anticipated a levitating player. Which is kind of interesting. If you want to be a supervillain, then you have to think of what the main character is going to try. Anyhow, we need to find a way to open those bars, so I will check my walkthrough. Okay, so the first step is to go to the very bottom of the room. Whoa, still levitating. Fortunately, it was about to run out. I could just jump down there and take the fall damage, but I don't think I want to. You hear that? That's the sound of slaughterfish. Are slaughterfish a meme at this point? Maybe they are. Gosh, that stings. Ooh, adamant longsword. I'll take it, even though I have a better weapon already anyhow. So there's gonna be fish down here. Thank goodness. How do they make the loudest noise? They're like the smallest enemy and they're underwater. Whoa, 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 whoa. That was very weird. Water walking. Up. Up, please. I guess levitate? Yeah, I did not realize there would be a pit there. I was looking for the enemies. What do we have to do here? At the bottom are 2 passages in each cardinal direction. The southwest passage leads to a room with a slaughterfish and 3 chains. Southwest. 3 chains, huh? I don't think we have to go underwater for this. There's a slaughterfish, and here they are. Pulling the right chain will cast a water-breathing spell on you. The middle chain will teleport you to a ledge at the top of the vault. The left chain will teleport you also to the top of the vault, but in mid-air. Each chain can only be used once. Good to know. Let's see here. The southeast passage leads to a room flooded with water. There will be an ice atronac and a hand wheel in this room. Okay. So I guess, take the water breathing. It really does disappear. What are you supposed to do if you pull the chain and then you have no water breathing left? I guess I better work fast. But I have a water breathing spell. So, southeast passage and a hand wheel. There is apparently an atronac in the room. It's gotta be this one. And it does go underwater, so yeah. There's the ice atronac. And the hand wheel is here. Yeah, see how slow I am with, like, base level swimming? This is why you want levitation or a water walking spell. This water breathing does last a long time, though. So I'm thankful for that, if nothing else. Of course, if you cast water walking, it's all good. So what this has done is caused the hand wheel caused the vault to sink, and it is now covering the pit where we're at. So now we have to use one of the chains to get ourselves out. And, you know, as usual, how you're supposed to figure this out is, hello, floating bars. Does this mean I can get into the room with the totem now? There's a switch there, too. So can we just walk into this one and... Ooh, unique treasure pile sprite. Of course, nothing's in it. So, we go to the top of the cube here and pull this lever. There's the lever. Yeah. And this will unlock some of the Treasury's chambers. So now all we gotta do is find the one with the totem in it. Only a couple of them open up. There it is! That's the totem. We just pick it up, and boom, it's ours. This is one totem. It sure is. It's worth 100,000 gold. I'm surprised this game can put a price on unlimited power via a giant Metal Gear. Yeah, a Metal Gear joke was just inevitable. The Numidium, a weapon to surpass Metal Gear. Ah! Whoa! I got punished for that joke. So we could just teleport out, but I'm gonna see if any more of the chambers have opened up here. Oh, hello. You are now my new host. Know this now and resolutely. You are not worthy to carry the totem of Tiber Septim. Only those of his bloodline may carry me. I will give you a year and a day to accomplish this. Spooky. You know what? I don't think there's anything left in the treasury for us to pick up. Oh, there's this. I already looked at that. Let's get out. Ah, back in the Wayrest Mages Guild. I will just go outside. Now let's chat for a moment, shall we? The Totem of Tiber Septim has told us that we have to give it to somebody with Tiber Septim's blood. Which doesn't make sense because you can give it to plenty of people who have his blood. I don't know. Whatever. So, like, the Emperor is obviously someone you can give it to, but you can also give it to the King of Wayrest. You can give it to the Queen of, you can give it to the King of Daggerfall, excuse me. You can give it to the Queen of Sentinel. You can also give it to the King of Worms. You can give it to Gortwog. You can give it to the Underking, who will also contact you. All of these lead to one of 7 different endings in the game. There are 7 possible endings. There was an 8th ending where you run out of time and the Totem of Tiber Septim just decides to kill you on the spot. But that was cut from the game. Now, the weird thing is, the thing of it is, however, there are 7 endings, and, you know, how do you make a sequel to a game with multiple endings? Do you just pick one ending? Do you just pick none of the endings? Do you, like, make it so that the ending chosen doesn't matter? Yeah, Bethesda's solution was to make all of the endings canon, so it doesn't matter who I give this thing to, like, all the endings are canon, via some weird space-time continuum dumb thing in Elder Scrolls 3, so that's very weird. So we have a year and a day to decide who to give this to. You know, I think that's ample time to collect the rest of the Daedra artifacts, so we can complete the game with a full collection of all of them. So if you'd like to tell me who to give the totem to within that time, be my guest. Until then, you know, see you later for the next Daedra quest. That's coming up very soon.